Hi, I'm Hayden McAvoy, the CEO and founder of A-Team Tuition. I've come to you today to put this video together on the tutoring program we're running at Robina State High School there. And basically the point of this video is to give you everything you need to know to determine whether this opportunity in this tutoring program is the right thing for your child. So in this video, I'm going to be quickly touching a bit about who we are, a bit about A-Team Tuition, then going into our tutoring model and how we can help your child specifically, then finishing on the tutoring program details. So by the end of this, once again, you'll have everything you need to know to determine whether this is the right program for your child and whether this is an opportunity that you would like to take up. So quickly, a little bit about A-Team Tuition. What do we do? Essentially, we transform our students' confidence and academic grades, specifically in maths and English, through strategic tutoring programs. And so through that, we have a model that I'll go through very soon in terms of the formula we use to do that. And essentially the results overall, we have an average grade improvement of 1.5 letters, being 30%. So that's like, say, a C to a B plus is a good example. And we've worked with over 20,000 students and 50 schools since starting in 2012. How do we do it? Well, we do it through two specific ways. The first one is this specific program I'm talking about. So having our year 7 to 12 academic transformation program. So this is where we will run programs on site at the school where parents can be involved, just like this one. Or if you'd like to get a one-on-one tutor specifically to mentor and work with your child, we also are in a partnership with Robina State High School where you can reach out to us and become a VIP family of A-Team Tuition and have us and have a tutor come out and transform your child in a one-to-one setting, either at home or at the school. And where do we do it? Well, all of our sessions are done at the school or in your home or online. But this specific program that we're talking about now, the Robina tutoring program, is done at the school every afternoon. So I'll talk about that a bit later too. And here are some of the schools we've worked with across the country. So our tutoring model, so how we will actually help your child. So we believe that successful students are made up of three core ingredients: a healthy mindset, having a strategy, and then having the right support around them to help them succeed. So our tutoring program and our model is designed to deliver on all three of those. So how do we do it? Well, stage one is about the mindset. So before any student can learn anything, they have to be able to answer yes to two questions. The first one is, do I believe I have the ability to learn this? Yes. And then they move into, do I believe it's important and relevant, and do I need to learn this? Yes. Then they can move to the learning stage. So essentially, this is where 90% of the students we start working with on these programs cap out. Is they either don't believe they have the ability to learn it, or they're not motivated to learn it. So the first part of the program is the mentoring that occurs during each session, where your child will have a tutor that believes in them, a tutor that they can look up to, that's successful themselves, that will essentially build their confidence and build their engagement and motivation as they go through working through their homework and working through their assignments and preparing for exams across the program week to week. Once we have confidence and motivation and engagement starting to come together, we move to the second level that humans go through when they learn anything, which is what we call the metacognitive level. Meta meaning above, cognitive meaning to think. So really looking at how your child thinks about how they learn and thinks about how they think. And so how we do this is by giving them a study strategy, exam strategies, assignment strategies, teaching them about the learning languages theory and how they best learn. And so this is generally done whilst we're working through homework and assignments with them, because we look for what we call teachable moments, which is the right time to teach the right strategy to the right student. So a good example is we will teach your child how to approach an assignment through our 5-step assignment strategy. The moment they get an assignment, it's in hand and they're overwhelmed and they're not sure where to start. So the purpose of the program is to work through, like I said, consistently work through their homework, their assignments, and what they're doing in the classroom, and look for those moments across the term where it's the right time, where it's relevant to teach them that strategy. So at this point, we're developing their confidence, we're engaging them, we're motivating them, and we're giving them a game plan and the blueprints on how to basically do less work and get better grades, how to be more efficient with how they learn. The final stage is having the actual support piece. So this is the consistency of working with a student week on week on week and being there throughout their journey and having experts that can support them through that process, but also coaches and that can keep them accountable, that each week will sit down and go, hey, where are you at with this? Have you done this? And make sure that when your child hits a hurdle where they would normally give up and maybe switch off in class, the tutor will be there to help them get over that hurdle and make sure that they stay on track. So we do that through two things. Specifically hiring experts in math and English that absolutely understand the content, that live and breathe it, that get that had amazing results themselves and know how to do that. But two, through accountability. So at the end of every session, each tutor will do a report on your child and what they worked on and how they're progressing. And then we track that week on week, and we can see how your child's progressing across the course of the program. So that's our model. We build your child's confidence, motivation. We give them the game plan and the blueprints on how to succeed and how to do it with the least amount of work possible to get the best grades. And then we support them with experts and hold them accountable throughout the process until they achieve their goals. So what does this actually look like? Well, that's essentially what this is the tutoring program that we're running at Robina. So it is built to improve your child's confidence, grades in maths and English, and for years 7 to 12. It's equipping your child with a tutor that believes in them. That's really the first stage in building their confidence and motivation, is actually having somebody come in who is an expert that has achieved those results, and sit down with them and go, hey, I believe you can do this, and we're going to do this together, and this is how we're going to do it. And week on week, starting to have those little wins where they have that little light bulb moment, and then the next week they might have a few more, and it starts becoming a flywheel that gets faster and faster, and then the confidence and motivation comes from there. So if you're on this program, I can guarantee you that you will have not only just a tutor that believes in them, but you'll have some of the best tutors that are on the entire Gold Coast working with your child. The tutoring sessions, like I said, are designed to mimic what the best students do during a normal study session. So the whole point of that is to not just tell your child how to study, but actually walk them through that every single time. So what that looks like is we'll attack their homework first. Once that's out the way, we'll look into any assignments coming up. Once that's out the way, then we'll look into any exam preparation, which is revising, practice tests, doing study, maybe even getting them up on the whiteboard and making games of questions. Really anything that's going to be preparing them for their upcoming exam and filling any knowledge gaps that the tutors will spot along their journey. So by the time your child's done one term, potentially 2 terms, by the end of that, it's not just that they know how to study, but they're used to it because they've been doing it for so long. So the goal of it is to actually create new habits and routines so that even beyond the end of working on the program, we've set them up for future years, because that's all they have to do to continue to improve is sit down once or twice a week and go through the same process that we're going to be mimicking in the sessions. Our student numbers are limited because we like to keep groups of 1 to 8 max. 1 to 5 is the ideal, but generally 1 to 8 is the maximum, which means that it's limited. I know that our Robina program has had a wait list for over 2 years now, so it's really important you're getting quickly to secure your spot. Term by term, as the demands grow, we are increasing and having more and more tutors come on. But once again, it's one of those first students in situation where we can only work with a certain amount of them. It is a full-term commitment. What to expect? Every student is different and at a different part of their journey, but in general, in the first term, you should see a big difference in your child's confidence and even in their engagement with going through their work. And then the second term, usually you start to see the behavioral shifts and I guess the volume and consistency of the work they're doing start to impact their grades. So usually by the time the second term's done, you start seeing some pretty impressive grade improvements. All right, so that's the program in terms of what does it look like. Essentially, we run it every single term from weeks 2 to 9, Monday to Thursday, 3 to 4:30 p.m. There's different sessions, different days for different year levels, so all that information will get sent out by the school, but if you have any questions, reach out to them. Otherwise, I look forward. I hope this has been giving you everything that you need to better make this decision, and if this is a program that you believe will help your child, I honestly look forward to working with them, and I can't wait to see their transformation. So thank you so much for your time, and please reach out if you have any more questions. Thank you.